Hey y'all, if you're watching this video, that means you're part of the family now, part of the Fam RV family. This here is your RV, 32-foot Fleetwood Southwind Class A vehicle. She sure is a beauty. She's got two slide outs, a large slide here on the driver's side, a smaller bedroom side on the passenger side. So a couple ground rules here. You're part of the family, but we need you to be aware of some safety rules. First, none of this while you're driving, and none of this inside the vehicle, okay? So this video is going to walk you through how to use all the features on this RV, and by the time you come back, you can probably teach somebody. So we're going to go to the back of the RV here. The driver back side is where all the action is for when you hook up. So if you're going to have an RV spot, what we want you to do is orientate the back side of the vehicle on the driver's side next to the hookups. Usually you have a pull-through slot. If you don't, this bad boy has a backup camera that'll guide your way. So come on over here and let's show you. This is the back bin. This is your sewage and your gray water drain. This is the kind of things they make movies about. So real easy though. We have gloves in here for you. You take the business end of this hose, you hook it onto the latch there, you run the other end to the sewage end, you seat it. At that point, you open up the black water, you open up the gray water. You keep them open, and as you use the commode and the water inside, it flows in to the sewage area. So again, I repeat, it's not a dirty job. It's only a dirty job if you don't watch this video and follow the rules. You go ahead, you clip on to the end, seat the other end into the sewage, open up both valves, and go ahead and use the facilities. Now when you're done, you have a hose in the far bin there that is specific to cleaning out this hose before you put it back in here. And a rookie mistake is to leave these open once you unhook the hose. Close them back up, make sure they're good to go. So there's your sewage. Now let's talk about power. You take this end of the power source and you seat it in here. And then you run the other end to your 50 amp site. What we don't want you to forget is to turn on the breaker on the electrical box, because if you don't, you're going to call us and complain there's no power, and we're going to tell you didn't watch the video. So hook this in, plug in the other end, flick the breaker. 50 amps is what this bad boy needs. Not 30 amps, 50 amps. Now, if you pick up the RV a day early and you want to go ahead and make sure she has a fresh charge, what we have here for you is a 110 adapter. It's a step down. You take this end, plug it in to the pronged end of the cord, and then run 110 to your garage or to an outdoor outlet. The only caution is if you run the inside air conditioning, the house cabin air conditioning, while plugged into 110, that's too much for your outlet, and it's gonna break it. So go ahead, keep your batteries fresh if you're loading up, but don't turn on the AC inside the cabin without using the generator. And we'll talk about that in a bit. Now, I assume you're going to want to have some water while you're on your trip. We have a clean white water hose in the far bin there. All you do is run the hose here, connect it, and then connect it to your water source and open the valve. At that point, you will no longer have to use the water pump button inside to create pressure. So at that point, you're good to go. You just use the faucets, the commode, like a normal house. So why don't you come on down here, we'll show you this. This is your generator. Treat her with love, care, and respect, and also don't touch it. Push button start inside. You should never have to come on out here and get into this bad boy. And if it comes back without this bin, we know you've been hot rodding, and we'll have to have a serious family discussion. So now let's come down here to your storage bins. Because you're family, what we give you is a pop-up awning. You got an electric awning on this bad boy, but sometimes you're not quick enough at the draw to go ahead and draw it in. Those New Mexico winds come up and can tear that awning. We encourage you to use this. That's why we give it to you. You've got chucks in here to put behind your wheels when you get to your destination so you don't rock in case you're a big feller like me. What you also have in here is outdoor carpet. If you're a softie like me and you want to have carpet under your feet when you come out in the mornings, that's there. Put that neck underneath the door, the steps, step right out on the carpet. Now come on down here. Here's your fresh water hose. You'll connect down there to that source. And we've got an ice box here for you as well. We're going to talk about the fridge inside, but the ice box is a great thing to use for your sodas, water, and for your cocktails, so you're not always opening the door of your cabin fridge, which makes it tough to cool down. So that's this side of the vehicle here, okay? You got a slide out here. You got plenty of storage. You can fit a bad behaving kid in here too. So now we're going to bring it to the other side.